I just cannot believe in anything that I simply do not understand or is too complicated to understand. I think already, hopefully, you can see why this doesn't actually work. Because consider gravity. Even some scientists say that gravity is quite an enigma. This is Richard Feynman, one of the leading top physicists in his day, and he says this about gravity. First, Newton's law of universal gravitation is mathematical in its expression. Second, it is not exact. Einstein had to modify it. There is always an edge of mystery, always a place where we have some fiddling around to do yet. But the most impressive fact is that gravity is simple. It is simple, and therefore it is beautiful. Finally comes the universality of the gravitational law, and the fact that it extends over such enormous distances. What is he trying to say here, especially in the bit highlighted for you there? There is always an edge of mystery around gravity. Well, we've already seen how the Trinity can be logical in its terms. If we use more of a scientific example in gravity, gravity is beautifully simple. We can understand it through mathematics. But there's always that edge of mystery. And yet that mystery doesn't force us to say, well, gravity is too difficult to understand, therefore it doesn't exist, or I just can't believe in it because it's too difficult to understand. No. We can understand gravity logically, and there's always a mystery about it. But that mystery doesn't negate the logical nature of it. And that's what I want to emphasize here in this comparison to the Trinity. We've seen how the Trinity is logical, and yet there's always that air of mystery about it. But the mystery actually enhances our ability to get to know who God is, because that mystery almost invites us to get to know God more, just as mystery invites scientists to, as Feynman says, fiddle around and try and understand it. And even Einstein had to modify his theory to understand the mystery of what is, which is gravity. I think the same can be said for the Trinity.